Last time we saw our Tampa Bay Rays, they were clinching the American League pennant with a Game 6 win over Cleveland in the ALCS. Two of the biggest reasons for our playoff success this year are Andres Figueroa and Taj Bradley. Figueroa hit .279 with 29 doubles, 21 homers, and stole 39 bases in the regular season. But in the postseason, he's been on another planet. He's been nothing short of phenomenal. He's currently hitting .538 with 5 doubles, 2 homers, 9 RBIs, and 10 stolen bases in the postseason. Taj Bradley went 16-6 with a 3.6 ERA, had 194 Ks, 197 innings during the regular season. And in the postseason, he's 3-0 with an .081 ERA, allowing just 2 runs in 22 innings with 19 strikeouts and only 13 hits allowed. He's coming into his own and has outpitched our stud Shane McClanahan thus far. Now we take on the New York Mets and Juan Soto in the World Series. The Mets beat the defending world champ Phillies in 4 games in the NLDS and beat the team with the second best record in all of baseball, the Dodgers, in 6 games in the NLCS. Scored 6.2 runs per game to our 5.1, yet our ERA is 2.4 to their 4.6. Huge differences between those two categories. And one thing that could be in our favor, though, is the home field advantage in the World Series. See right here, the Mets play on the road. They're 40-41 during the regular season, while our home record was an outstanding 62-19. And that could be a huge factor in this series. Both teams are fully healthy, so that will not be a factor. But one thing I've learned through all the years, someone could have an unexpected series of their life, and that tosses all those stats out the window. So let's stop talking and start playing games as we begin the 2028 World Series. It is World Series time. We made it back after losing in 6 games to the Phillies last year. We get back where we wanted to be. Goal whole season was to get here, and now we're taking on the Mets in the 2028 World Series. Hopefully this year we'll have a different outcome than last year, especially a slow start we had in the series. And should be very interesting. One offense that scores a lot, one pitching staff that doesn't give up a whole lot. Something's got to bend and break, and hopefully it's them and not us. So let's get in and get this game going. And there he is, our stud, MVP Cy Young, Shane McClanahan. See what he's done in the postseason. He had a very good first game against the Yankees. Struggled in his 2 other games against Cleveland. So hopefully he can get that straightened out here in Game 1 of the series against the Mets. A lot of left-handed batters in their lineup. And leading off will be second baseman Luis Angel Acuna. First pitch to him, and it's going to be a fly ball in the left center field. Tracing over is Murray, and he's got it on the run. Nice running catch there for the first out. See the Mets lineup. This is what they'll use against McClanahan in the series. Gilbert comes in center field. Bench comes in at DH. And there's Brandon Nimmo. See what he did in the first 2 rounds of the playoffs. And the 1-2 pitch from McClanahan. And he swings and misses and strikes out for second out here in the top of the first. Love it when Shane gets the strikeout pitches going early. And there's Soto, 326, 2-8 in the postseason. Having a good playoffs. 3-2 count on him. Here's the pitch. And he swings and misses on a changeup down and low for strike 3. So McClanahan strikes out both left-handed batters in the inning. Keeps them off the bases. We go to bottom of the first. There's no score. And on the mound for the Mets, Shane Bieber. You guys remember him from the Guardians, Indians back in the day. See what he's done in the postseason. Had a rough one so far, 6.06 ERA. And 10% walk rate is not good. So they're hoping he turns that around. We're hoping not. And you know who's going to be leading off for us? That guy, Chandler Simpson, major disruptor. Having a rough postseason, though, only hitting .205. See if he can get us on base here in the bottom of the first. 1-1 pitch. There's a fly ball in the shallow center field. Gilbert on the run, dives, and he makes the catch. Wow, what a play by Drew Gilbert. Taking away the bloop single. See the replay. Lays out and secures the catch and doesn't lose it when he hits the ground. What a play. And Bieber loves it. You better love it. Keep Simpson off the bases. That'll bring in Andres Figueroa, the hottest man on the planet, at the plate. .538 in the first 2 rounds of the playoffs. 0-1 count now. Here's a pitch from Bieber. And there's going to be a smash to second base. Diving stop by Acuna. Throws from his knees and he gets him. My goodness. Mets flashing all-world leather on the first two batters of the bottom of the first. And that'll bring in first baseman Willie Sanchez. See what he did in the first two rounds. Needed him to get off the schneid on the power side. Love the average. Here's the 1-1 pitch from Bieber. And there's a fly ball in the left center field. Nemo's over, and he's got that for the third out. So both teams go down 1-2-3 here in the first inning. And there's no score as we head to the second. And the Mets would not score in the top of the second. So we're going to start off here with Junior Caminero. Nobody on, nobody out in the bottom half of the inning. See what he did in the first two rounds. Having a great postseason. 1-2 pitch from Bieber, and that's going to be a smash into right field. Soto settles under it, and he's got it for the first out. Hit a little bit higher than I thought. So now bring in Evan Carter. See what he's done. 3 home runs in the first 2 rounds. Gotta love that power. Get that batting average up. Nobody on. 1 out. Here's the pitch. And there's a ground ball. The first snag by Noda. And he's going to step on the bag for the second out. A lot of hard hit outs so far in this game. That brings in Lou, having a really good playoffs. Nobody on, 2 out. Here's the pitch. There's a shot into right center field. That one could be trouble, and it bounces over the wall for a ground rule double. So Lou gets the first hit of the game for us. Alvarez got one in the second inning for them. He drives his pitch to the gap, hops over for the double. And now we have a man in scoring position with 2 outs. That's going to bring in Pete Murray, playing him over Morgan. Morgan's had a tough playoffs. I know he's hitting .063, but he hasn't had a whole lot of at-bats. Hitting a lot of fly balls. Here's the 0-1 pitch from Bieber to Murray. There's a shot to right field, and that one's gone! Pete Murray gets the scoring started with a 394-foot home run to straightaway right field. I told you he's been hitting a lot of fly balls, not getting a lot of luck. He hit a ball in Cleveland that should have been a home run, but he made no doubt about this one. We switched him back to his purple shoes for the series too, and he responds with a big fly to right field. Look at this replay. Oh, knee high, went down and got it, dropped the bat head and just launched it into right. My goodness, that was a towering line drive. Wasn't high, started out low. Gotta love it though. 2-run shot early. That'll bring in Carson Williams. Struggling at the plate. A couple of home runs, but we got him in there for a defense. He's down a count 0-2. Here's the pitch from Bieber. There's a tapper past the pitcher, and it's going to get through for a base hit. Good job, Carson. Need him to get more of those singles, and that'll put a man on with 2 out for Sam Basallo, who's had 2 hits in the playoffs. Hit a home run his last at-bat against the Yankees. Got a 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. And gets away from the catcher, and there goes Williams. He's going to go down to second base. Not sure what happened there. They're going to rule a pass ball. So now we have a man scoring position, 2 out. Full count. Here's the pitch to Basallo. There's a shot into right center field. That one could go. Sam Basallo gets his second home run of the playoffs as we put up 4 runs with 2 outs in the bottom of the second inning on a pair of 2-run homers by Sam Basallo and Pete Murray. My goodness. The guys that are struggling are turning it on here at the bottom of the order. We need that. Let's look at his replay. Oh, yeah, that was right over the middle, and he got a good hit on that one. Deep smash into right center field, 393. And we brought the big bats to the Game 1 of the World Series, and that's going to bring up Chandler Simpson. He's going to bat for the second time in 2 innings. Nobody on, though. 2 out, 0-2 count. Here's the pitch. And he's going to hit a fly ball into shallow left field. Nemo's running in, and he's going to have that for the third out. But the Rays go deep. Pete Murray, Sam Basallo, 2 2-run shots, and we're up 4-0, guys. Now we're going to hop to the Bottom of the third inning, Mets went down 1-2-3, and Figueroa is going to lead things off here. He grounded out in the first inning. It's down to count 0-2. Here's the pitch, and there's a ground ball second base. Acuna's got it, and he's going to throw him out for the second time in a row. Figueroa he was so hot. Hopefully we can get that bat going again here. That'll bring in Sanchez. 3-2 pitch to him. There's a shot to right field, and that one's gone. Willie Sanchez with a solo bomb, 436 to right center field. And the Rays brought the big bats to the game today. My goodness, I thought the Mets were the ones scoring a bunch of runs. But we put up 5 already in just 2 innings and 1 out. My goodness. Shane Bieber must feel like he's been just jumped in a back alley somewhere. Look at this, just bam. We are not missing when they are over the plate tonight. And that'll bring in Junior. Nobody on and 1 out. Here's the pitch. And it's going to be a ground ball base hit up the middle. Another hit. And the hit parade continues. We get a man on now with 1 out. Here we go, Junior. And they've already got Brandon Sproat going in the bullpen. This is not what they expected. Sproat's a starting pitcher pitching in long relief out of the pen in the playoffs. Now there's a 2-2 count on Evan Carter. Here's the pitch. And it's going to be a fly ball in the left field. Nemo drifting back. Takes it on the run at the edge of the warning track. Gets that back in as Caminero goes back to first base. That'll bring in Lou. Doubled for our first hit of the game. 1 on, 2 out, 2-2 count. There's going to be a smash up the middle. Acuna dives, and the ball gets away. And the throw to first is not in time, so Lou beats it out. Gets an infield hit to keep this inning alive. Going to give him a hit. See Acuna. Made a great diving play, but then the ball squirts away right there. And that was the difference in the play. And New York Mets say that's enough for Bieber. Absolutely getting torched. And it might be a little bit too late. They're already down 5-0, and there's 2 men on. Coming out of the pen, Brandon Sproat, like we said. Saw him warming up a minute ago. See what he's done in the playoffs so far. First man he's going to have to face is Pete Murray. Hit that 2-run shot in the first inning to get the scoring started. Got 2 men on now with 2 out. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch to Murray. And there's another shot to right, and that one's gone! Are you kidding me, Pete Murray? He's been up twice, and he's hit a 2-run homer and a 3-run homer. It is 8-0 Tampa Bay in the bottom of the 3rd inning. My goodness. This is ridiculous. This is our 4th home run, and it's the 3rd inning. Check out the replay. Another one knee high, and he just drops the bat head. Sends this one 410. You might want to pitch him up. I'm going to say keep pitching him down. I mean, Murray hit 21 home runs during the regular season. He's got power. He probably would have hit closer to 30 if he played every day, but he's making the most of this chance here in the World Series. And look, check this out, gameplay. I am playing on Hall of Fame hitting legend pitching. So nothing going on here. Just ridiculous. And that brings in Carson Williams with nobody on and 2 out. Got a single his first time. 2-2 count now. Here's a pitch from Sproat. And he swings and misses over the slider for strike 3. But Tampa Bay erupts again. Another 4-spot. Home run by Sanchez. Solo shot. And then the 3-run blast. Second of the day. Second in 2 innings for Pete Murray. And we're going to hop ahead to the bottom of the 5th. Still 8-0. Mets are having a lot of trouble getting anything done on offense. And Junior Caminero's up. 1 for 2 with a single. 1-2 pitch from Sproat. That's a tapper back up the middle. And that's going to be through for another base hit for Caminero. Now get the leadoff man on for Evan Carter. Mets side, McClanahan's only allowed 2 hits so far, so they're really struggling. Here's the 1-2 pitch to Carter, and that's a strike. And he's down on strikes, looking for something else. Now he's up and in. And he's a little stunned. That brings in Lou. Double and a single. He scored twice, both times on Pete Murray home runs. Yeah, 1 on and 1 out. Here's a pitch, and it's going to be a tapper back up the middle and another base hit as Junior stops at second. We got 2 men on again for Pete Murray. Can he hit his third? 8-0. See that? 2 home runs, 5 RBI. There's only been 4 other people hit 3 home runs in a World Series game. And there's a deep shot to right field. Soto racing back to the track, to the wall, and it's gone! Pete Murray, his 3rd home run in 3 at-bats. Are you kidding me? He becomes the 5th player to hit 3 home runs in 1 World Series game, joining Babe Ruth, Reggie Jackson, Albert Pujols, and Pablo Sandoval. This will always go down in my memory as the Pete Murray game. You just say Pete Murray game, you're going to know 3 home runs in the World Series. Look at this one. Another just drops the bat head. And my God, 3 home runs and 8 RBIs, and we're in the 5th inning. And that's going to be it for Sproat as he gives up 4. And coming in out of the pen is Spencer Bivens, 27 ERAs. Not much better than what we've seen tonight, so get ready, folks. We might be scoring some more runs. First man he's going to face, Carson Williams. Nobody on and 1 out. Full count. Here's a pitch. There's a shot into right center field. Soto racing back, and he's going to have that for the 2nd out. Man, I thought we were going to have another one. That'll bring in Basallo. He's homered in this game. Heading to count 2-0. Here's a pitch from Bivens. Here's a fly ball in the left center field. Nimmo on the run, and he's going to have that at the edge of the track for the 3rd out. But Pete Murray, 3rd home run in 3 at-bats in the World Series. He's driven in 8, and we lead 11-0 after 5. And we're going to pick this up in the top of the 6th. Nobody on, nobody out. Ryan Noda up. 1-2 count. Here's the pitch. And it's going to be a ground ball to 3rd. Camanero's got it. Throw to 1st, and there's 1 down. We're going to let you guys see a little bit more of the Mets batting. In steps Acuna, 0 for 2 with a strikeout. He's down on a count 1-2. Here's the pitch from Shane. And make it 0 for 3 with 2 Ks as he strikes out on the changeup. 6 Ks now for McClanahan. That brings in Nimmo. He's 0 for 2 on the game. 2 strikeouts. Here's the 0-1 pitch. And that's going to be a shot into left field. Murray racing back to the track, to the wall. Leaps, and it's gone. Just ran out of room, and Brandon Nimmo gets the Mets on the board with a solo shot to left. 2nd of the playoffs. As I said, McClanahan's been rolling. He's only allowed 2 hits. 3 hits up to here. No, 2 hits, yeah. See the replay. There's a high fly ball. Murray got back there to the wall. This time his jump just a little. Didn't matter. It was good 3 feet over the fence. And that'll bring in Soto. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout. 2-2 count. Here's the pitch from Shane. And that's going to be a ground ball first base past Sanchez and Garcia into right. So a 2-out single by Soto keeps the inning alive. And that'll bring in Mark Vientos, playing 3rd base today. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout. Sounds familiar. 2-0 count to him. Here's a pitch. And there's a shot to left field, and that one's gone. Mark Vientos with a nuke to left center. 378 makes it all the way up to the seating section over there. And all of a sudden, it's 11-3 as the Mets' big bats finally wake up. 2 home runs in the inning. Got to be careful with these guys. Don't want to see Shane blow up here. See the replay. And yeah, that was right over the middle of the plate. I don't think that's the location you wanted. I think you wanted it up and in, and it was right down the middle. And that ball got out of here in a hurry. It wasn't very high. And Mets trying to make a little comeback here. And that's going to be it for Shane. Not going to let him just get hammered around here in game one. Got plenty of guys in the pen we can use. And good job, Shane. Did your job. Dominated for 5 innings. 5 2/3, actually. And then a couple of nukes. We're going to go to rookie Sam Johnson out of the pen. Still have a bunch of left-handed batters coming up in the order, so bring in the lefty, see if we can get out of this inning real quick here. First man he's going to face is Carson Benj. He's 0 for 2 with 2 groundouts. He DHs against lefties, so he's got reverse splits. Here's the 0-1 pitch to him. And there's a shot into right field. Carter chasing it back to the track, to the wall, and that one's gone. My goodness. The Mets have hit 3 home runs in this inning. They say, hey, we can hit bombs too, guys. And we got to be careful with these guys. We got to remember this the rest of the series. Got to make sure you put your pitches where you want them. 349 to right field. 3rd homer of the inning. It's now 11-4. Started out as a laugher. It's getting a little interesting now. That was right off the barrel, right at the label. And left on left crime there. That brings in Alvarez with nobody on and 2 out. 0-2 pitch, and he's going to strike out to finally end this half inning. But the Mets, 3 home runs. Nimmo, Vientos, and Benj got back into this game a little bit as it's now 11-4 Rays. And we're going to hop ahead to the bottom of the 7th inning. Hunter Harvey's going to come in for the Mets and be their next pitcher. See what he's done in the playoffs. He's pitched excellent in the playoffs. And first guy he's going to face is Evan Carter, who's 0 for 3 with a strikeout. Trying to get him on the hit column. Down in count 1-2, though. Here's the pitch from Harvey. There's a ground ball past Noda down the line into the corner. Carter's around first, and Soto overruns it. Carter around second. He's going for third. Here's the throw from Acuna, and he's in safe with a triple. Carter looked like he was only going to get 2. Soto overran it, and they didn't give him an error. They just gave him a straight triple. So now we have a man in scoring position to start the bottom of the 7th. Look at this replay. Smokes it right by Noda. And here's where Soto just overruns it, and that lets Carter go to third. I'd have given him a double and an error on that. Now to bring in Lou with man on third and nobody out. And he hits the first pitch into the same spot in the right field corner. That's going to score Carter. And Garcia is going to slide in safely with a double. So the Rays expand their lead to 12-4 with a triple and a double here in the 7th. Start the inning. See the replay. Inside out, right over Noda's head. He had no chance. And Soto played this one cleanly. And that would be all the scoring in the game. I'm not going to show you all the outs, 9th inning or anything like that. As we thoroughly dominated these guys, 12-4, 5 home runs, 3 by Pete Murray, extra base hits galore. And what a way to start the World Series. After losing the first 3 games last year, we come out hot this year and thoroughly dominate. Bieber doesn't even get 3 innings. Shane pitched great, gives up 3 hits in a row, and then he's out of there. But Pete Murray is the story of the game. 3 home runs, 8 RBIs in the World Series on the big stage. My goodness. Let's check out the box score. Bunch of guys with 1 hit. Gilbert with 2. Didn't walk anybody. Nimmo, Vientos, Benj with home runs. Bieber and Sproat give up 11 runs in 4 1/3 inning. Our side, 2 hits for Figueroa, 2 hits for Caminero, 4 hits for Lou, 3 hits for Murray. Lou with 2 doubles, Carter with a triple, Murray with 3 home runs, Sanchez with a homer, Basallo with a homer. We only struck out 5 times, stole 3 bases. Shane pitched well to that last inning, and other than the home run, Johnson allowed, bullpen did their job, and we win Game 1 of the World Series. Let's go. And it is Game 2 of the 2028 World Series. An absolute slugfest in the first one. Pete Murray with 3 home runs and 8 RBI. Mets tried to work their way back, so hopefully tonight we can watch our location. You know they're going to be wanting to jump out early and get back into this series. See, 12-4 was the score. They hit 3 home runs. We hit 5 home runs. And I'd like to see more of a pitcher's duel here, as Taj Bradley's been outstanding. Mentioned that in the opening of this episode. And he's going to be taking on Kodai Senga of the Mets. It's the Mets. It's the Rays. It's the World Series on MLB The Show. And there he is, man, having the best postseason on the mound of anybody. 3-0 in his 3 starts, 0.81 ERA, 0.67 WHIP. Just taking his game to another level in the postseason, which is great because McClanahan's been struggling. And again, first guy he's going to face, Luis Angel Acuna. Got to keep him off the bases. Got a bunch of dangerous bats behind him. Here's the 0-2 pitch from Bradley. And he swings and misses and strikes out on the splitter. So good start by Taj. Get that leadoff man back to the dugout as quick as you can. See the replay. Nice sunset there. And the splitter just dives down and he can't get to it. Now to bring in Brandon Nimmo. He was 1 for 4 with a home run and 2 strikeouts last game. Here's the pitch. There's a ground ball to third. Camanero's got it. Throw to first, and there's 2 down. Oh, gotta love keeping those guys off the bases in front of Soto. Here's their lineup. As I said, Vientos goes to DH, Beatty goes to third, and Alec Thomas comes into play center field for Gilbert. And there's Soto, 319, 2 home runs, 8 RBIs. He was 1 for 4 with a strikeout in game 1. He's down on a count, 1-2. Here's the pitch from Bradley. And it's a ground ball base hit up the middle, so you don't get a 1-2-3 inning to start. Oh, and Simpson overruns it. He's going to second. Here's the throw, and he's out. Wow. Chandler Simpson overran the ball. Soto got greedy and tried to stretch it to 2. Here's the throw, and he just throws an absolute strike. I don't know what Soto was thinking. He was out by a mile, and they do get down 1-2-3. And here in the bottom half, Kodai Senga is going to take the mound for the Mets, see what he's done in the postseason in 3 starts. Great numbers for him, although that walk rate's a little elevated. And he's going to face Chandler Simpson. You know the routine. They got to keep him on base because if he gets on, we're sending him. 2-1 count. Here's the pitch. There's a ground ball to second base. Acuna handles that easy. Throw to first. And there's 1 down. And here's our lineup. Exact same lineup we had for game 1. No sense in changing it when you pound out 5 home runs and 12 runs. That'll bring in Figueroa now. Nobody on, 1 out. And here's a fly ball into right field. Soto drifting over to the gap, and he's going to have that for the second out. Figueroa went 2 for 5 yesterday. Keep his hot streak going. Here's Willie Sanchez. Hit a long home run in game 1. Got a full count to him. Here's the pitch from Senga. And there's a shot into center field. Drifting back is Thomas, and he's got it shy of the track for the third out. So no hits, no runs for Tampa Bay in the bottom half of the first. We go to the second. There's no score. And we're going to hop to the top of the 4th inning. Nothing happening in the second and third. Soto struck out to start this inning. Vientos up, nobody on, and 1 out. And here's a line drive shot to left, and that one's gone. That one got out of here in a hurry. My goodness. A laser beam to left by Vientos, his second home run in as many games in the World Series. And he gets the Mets on the board first with this solo shot. 111 miles an hour. Yeah, I think you got all of that one, Johnny. My goodness. Let's check this replay. Yeah, that was thigh high, and that didn't get very high, and it didn't take long to get out unless he does the bat flip. Hang time, less than 5 seconds. And that was the only run the Mets would score that inning as they break up this scoreless tie and take a 1-0 lead to the bottom of the fourth. And we're actually going to hop to the bottom of the fifth inning. Still 1-0 Mets, but the Rays have no hits right now. Kodai Senga throwing a gem. Got to get some guys on base. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. Carter. There's a line shot into center field, and there goes the no-hitter. The old announcer, Jinx, did that on purpose. We finally get a first hit of the game. That'll bring the go-ahead run to the plate in Lou Garcia. Look at this. Just a line shot into the gap. Center fielder cuts it off. See, we're wearing our throwback Devil Rays uniforms. That'll bring in Lou 0 for 1 with a ground out. See if he can find grass. He had a big RBI double yesterday. And the pitch, runner goes, throw down, and he's out. Wow. Carter tries to catch him napping. He's got speed, but he's not a big stolen base guy. And it was a perfect throw, and he's gunned down. I'll let you know the Mets catcher Alvarez has pop time as a quirk, so he gets those throws off quicker. And that's strike 3 to Lou. Takes it. Thought it was high. That's going to be the second out of the inning. And that'll bring in Mr. Home Run, Pete Murray. Flew out his first at-bat of this game. 3 home runs in game 1. There's a shot into left center field. Thomas racing over, and he takes it on the run to end the inning. So the Rays don't score, but they finally break through on the hit column. As we go through 5 innings, we're down 1-0. And we're going to hop ahead to the bottom of the 7th inning. Senga is out of the game. Pitch count. That'll bring in Willie Sanchez. 0 for 2. Homered in game 1. See if he can get on base and get something started here. Down on the count 0-2 though, facing a nasty left-handed pitcher. Here's the pitch. And he swings and misses and strikes out. Throw down to first, and they'll get the out there. Young has just a ridiculous sweeper. And that's a first out of the inning. That'll bring in Junior. He's 0 for 2 on the day. 2 hits in game 1. Here's a pitch. There's a shot over third base. That's down the line and fair and into the corner. He's around first, and he's going to hold up. Nimmo got to the ball quickly and got it back in, and Junior, we know he doesn't have wheels, decided not to chance it, so get the 1-out single, and the Mets bullpen's busy again. Slim 1-0 lead, and we're going to go to the bench. Kevin Alcantara's going to pinch hit for Carter, even though he singled earlier in the game. He's got terrible splits, and this lefty is nasty. 3-1 count now on Alcantara. Here's the pitch, and it's high for ball 4, so he draws a pinch hit walk, and now the tying runs at second, go-ahead runs at first. And that's going to bring in Lou. Clutch RBI spots here. There's a shot into left field. Back goes Nimmo. It's over his head, off the wall. 1 run's in. Alcantara's going to stop at third, and Lou does come through in the clutch. An RBI double, getting the team pumped up. And this game is tied. There we go. He just hammers a line drive over Nimmo's head. Had no chance. Unfortunately, it stayed in the park, but we'll take the tie game. And that's going to be it for Young. They're going to the pen. Game is tied. Brought him in to hold the tie, and he doesn't. And new reliever Daniel Nunez coming in. Terrible ERA in the postseason in 7 games. That's atrocious. And the first man he's going to face is Pete Murray. And then on second and third and 1 out. Big RBI chance here. Here's the pitch. There's a shot down the left field line. That's going to drop in and go into the corner. That's going to drive in too. Murray continues his onslaught here in the World Series as a 2-run double gives Tampa Bay a 3-1 lead here in the 7th inning. Look at this replay. Just goes with it, keeps it fair, drives in 2. Our bats wake up late in this one, but now we have the lead. And that'll bring in Carson Williams. He's 0 for 1 with a walk. And another run sitting out there at second base. He's down a count 0-2 though. Here's the pitch. And he swings and misses and strikes out for the second out of the inning. It's his second strikeout of the game, and that'll bring in Basallo, and they're going to intentionally walk him. Don't like his power bat. They'd rather face Simpson. So now we have 2 on and 2 out. I don't blame him, actually. Basallo did homer in game 1. So 2 on, 2 out, 3-1 lead, 1-2 count. Here's the pitch to Simpson. That's going to be a high fly ball into center field. Thomas is under it, and he's got it for the 3rd out. But the Rays come through. Pete Murray, a clutch 2-run double after Lou tied it with a double. Pete gives us a lead. It's 3-1 after 7 innings. Let's go. And we go to the top of the 8th. Mason Montgomery's coming in the game. Got a bunch of left-handed pitchers coming up, and Taj is a little bit tired, so he wasn't at full stamina to begin with when we started the game. He and Shane both. See what Montgomery can do here with Brett Beatty. First pitch to him. And that's going to be a shot to left field. Murray racing back towards the corner, and it's off the wall, and it gets away from him, and the runner's going to get into second base with a double. Just couldn't quite get there, and then the ball bounced off the wall behind him, so Beatty starts the inning with a double. See the replay. Inside out's the inside pitch. That's tough to do. Drives this ball, almost hits it out. It's off the wall. Murray, valiant effort. Luckily, we hold him to a double, so. And now the Mets are going to go to the bench. They're going to bring in Carson Benj, the pinch hit for Alek Thomas. Benj hits lefties better. So got man on second, nobody out, 0-1 count. And it's going to be a pop-up in the infield. Williams drifting out into the grass. He's going to have that for the first out. Big out there as a runner stays at second base. And that'll bring in Ryan Noda. 0 for 2 with 2 groundouts. Hit a home run in game 1. 0-1 pitch. There's a shot to right, and that's another home run for Ryan Noda. And just like that, this game is tied. Wow. We bring in the lefty that throws 100 to face all these lefties, and he gives up a double and a 2-run homer. Tough World Series first appearance for Mason Montgomery, and he blows the hold, blows the save. It's a hold. And, yeah, that was letter high, and he got all of it. Noda's a big, strong boy. Man, they held us down. We work our way back, have a big inning to take the lead, and now it's tied, and that's all the runs the Mets would score in that inning. That's all they needed. As we go to the bottom of the 8th inning, it's tied 3-3 in Game 2 of the World Series. And we're going to hop ahead to the top of the 10th. Neither team could score in the 9th inning, so Roger Guy is going to come in. Not a safe situation. Just want to keep this game tied. Got a bunch of left-handed pitchers coming up again, just like we had with Montgomery. Lindor, we're going to flip him around, have him bat right-handed. See, he's got a single in the game. 0-2 count. Here's the pitch from Guy. Is a ground ball back to the pitcher. Rogers got it, throws to first, and that's first out. Love it when a pitcher can feel his position. That'll bring in Beatty. Doubled off Montgomery his last time. Scored on the home run. Here's the first pitch to him. And there's a shot to right field. Carter racing back to the track, to the wall, and it's gone. Brett Beatty gives the Mets the lead in the 10th inning as he ambushes Roger Guy's first pitch and jacks it out over the right field wall, and the Mets take the lead. Wow. They have home run power up and down the lineup. Incredible. See the replay. That was on the inner half, up and in, and he turned on it and took him yard. Impressive. And that's the only run they would score in the inning as Brett Beatty gives the Mets a 4-3 lead here in the 10th inning of Game 2. And leading off bottom of the 10th, Sam Basallo facing Felix Bautista is in for his second inning of work. He had 2 strikeouts in the 9th inning. Here's the 3-2 count and strike 3. Basallo thought it was low and inside, but Bautista got the call. See the replay. And, looked a little down and in. He fouled off a bunch of pitches before that. So now we have nobody on and one out for Chandler. See if he can get his way on here so we can steal him into scoring position. 2-2 count. Here's a pitch. And off the end of the bat, and it's going to drop in left center field for a hit. Nimmo gets it in and keeps him to a single, just like we needed. Chandler Simpson, little bloop hit. See the replay right off the end of the bat, but he just got enough to get it over short. And there we go. We know what's going to happen next. Simpson's on. Here he goes. Here's the pitch. Strike, throw down, and he's safe. So Chandler swipes another bag and gets him in scoring position for one of the hottest guys on the planet, Figueroa. 2-2 count on him. Here's the pitch. And, they said he went around on a check swing. I don't agree at all. That was low and away. There's no way he swung. And that's to me second out. That's going to bring in Willie Sanchez. He's 0 for 3 with a hit by pitch. Our last chance here. Just need a single. He'll score from second. I guarantee it. 0-2 pitch from Bautista. And it's low. It's off the catcher's leg and halfway to third base. Simpson easily takes third as the pitcher has to go get it. You see, he's had a long inning with 22 pitches. Kind of overcooked that. Lucky he didn't hit Willie in the foot. And that's an easy extra base for Simpson there. So now tying run's only 90 feet away. Just need a single, an error, wild pitch, pass ball. 1-2 count. Here's the pitch to Sanchez. And he swings and misses and strikes out. And the Mets come from behind and win this game in 10 innings. Win game 2 and even up this series. Man, I thought we were going to win. We got that big 3-run inning. Back in the 7th, they countered with 2 on that home run by Noda in the 8th and win it here in the 10th. Senga only gives up 1 hit. Bradley has a great performance that gets wasted. See Beatty double in a home run. Their only guy with 2 hits. It's 12 strikeouts, only 1 walk. But Vientos, Noda, and Beatty with home runs. 3 wild pitches, goodness. See Young gives up the 3, but everybody else pitches great. Over on the Rays side, Simpson 1 hit. Only had 5 hits, 4 walks, 2 by Basallo. Struck out 11 times. That wasn't good. 2 doubles that drove in runs. Chandler with another steal. Bradley pitches a gem, but Montgomery gives up a home run, and so does Roger Guy, and our bullpen lets us down after the bats heated up. And now the series shifts back to New York for the middle 3 games. We're going to have to go in there and win at least 1, if not 2. Hey, if you like what you're seeing here, please like, subscribe, comment, share it out. Hit the notification bell so you know when the next episode of the Tampa Bay Rays MLB franchise goes live.